They say your 20s are the most important decade of your life, a time of freedom, excitement, and growth. But it can also feel overwhelming, like trying to build a puzzle without knowing what the final picture looks like. What if you could navigate this time with purpose and make it the foundation of a life you'll love? Let's talk about how to make your 20s the most defining and empowering years of your life. Hello and welcome to Bookish Harbor. And today we are talking about why your 20s matter the most. Your 20s are more than just a phase. They're your personal workshop for self-discovery, growth, and transformation. Today I'll share mistakes I made in my 20s, how to avoid them, and practical strategies to make the most of this critical decade. Whether you're a student, a tech enthusiast, or someone simply navigating the chaos of adulthood, this video is for you. So, let's start with the mistakes I made in my 20s. The first mistake I was made in my 20s is I didn't have a plan. I thought my 20s would automatically lead me to success, but without a clear direction, I ended up wasting precious time. Life felt like a series of random events, and I lacked purpose. Example, I spent years hopping between jobs that didn't align with my passions because I never took the time to define my goals. But I have a action tip for you, and that is start small. Even a loose plan can provide clarity. Write down what you want to achieve in the next year. So, how can you avoid making the same mistake I did? Well, it starts with taking control of your future by planning ahead. Second is spent money on the wrong things. I prioritized instant gratification, fancy dinners, the latest gadgets, and spontaneous shopping sprees over long-term financial security. Example, I realized too late that if I had saved just 10% of my income in my early 20s, I could have built a solid financial cushion. But the action tip for you is create a budget that includes savings and stick to it. Use apps like Mint or YNAB to track your spending. It's not just about managing your money, it's also about how you invest in yourself. Let's dive into the third mistake I made in my 20s. Didn't invest in myself. I poured all my energy into external achievements, neglecting the need to grow emotionally, physically, and intellectually. This left me feeling unfulfilled despite career milestones. Example, I avoided taking courses to upskill because I thought they were too expensive, not realizing that knowledge is the best investment. And here's your action tip you can follow. Set aside a monthly budget and time for self-improvement, whether it's reading, exercising, or learning new skills. Now that we've looked at some common mistakes, let's turn the page and talk about how you can avoid them and make better choices as you navigate your 20s. First, create a plan. Start with a vision of the life you want to create and break it into actionable goals. Whether it's career, personal growth, or financial stability, having a plan keeps you focused. Example, create short-term, 1 year, medium-term, 5-year, and long-term, 10-year goals. Adjust them as you grow and learn. And use vision boards or digital tools like Notion to keep track of your progress. Second, invest in yourself. This is the most valuable investment you can make. Take time to develop your skills, nurture your health, and build a strong mindset. Example, instead of buying expensive coffee daily, save that money to enroll in a workshop or buy a meaningful book. Third, surround yourself with positive people. Your environment influences your growth. Surround yourself with people who uplift, challenge, and support you. Example, distance yourself from toxic friendships that drain your energy and focus on those who inspire you to become better. Now, Let's take a deeper dive into why investing in yourself is so critical during your 20s. It's not just about external success. It's about nurturing the core aspects of who you are. First, education. You are the most important asset in your life, and the knowledge you acquire will set you apart. Whether it's formal education or learning through self-study, continuous education ensures you stay ahead. Dedicate time every week to read books or take online courses. And while knowledge is essential, don't forget to take care of your body and mind. Let's move on to the next key investment, your health. Without good health, nothing else matters. Build habits that ensure long-term wellness, such as regular exercise, eating well, and practicing mindfulness. Schedule workouts and meditation into your daily routine as non-negotiable. The relationships you build in your 20s will shape the person you become. Let's explore how to cultivate meaningful connections. Strong relationships are the bedrock of happiness and growth. Invest in those who lift you up and challenge you to become the best version of yourself. Prioritize relationships that bring out the best in you and make time to nurture them. So, now that we know how to avoid mistakes and invest in ourselves, let's talk about how to truly make the most of your 20s and turn this decade into a launching pad for the life you want. First, set goals. Your goals give you direction. They keep you focused on what matters most and help you measure your progress. Example, write down one goal for each area of your life, career, health, relationships, and review them monthly. Create actionable steps for each goal and track your progress consistently. But goals alone aren't enough. Sometimes you need to take risks to make your dreams a reality. Second, take risks. Your 20s are the perfect time to step outside your comfort zone. Whether it's starting a business, moving abroad, or pursuing a passion project, now's the time to experiment. Example, the worst-case scenario is often not as bad as you think. Most risks lead to lessons, not regrets. Make it a habit to take small risks and don't be afraid to fail. Lastly, no matter how much planning and risk-taking you do, don't forget to enjoy the journey and live your dreams. Third, live your dreams. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start working on your dreams today, even if it's just one small step at a time. Example, if you dream of becoming an artist, start by creating something every week, no matter how small. Take the first step today, whether it's signing up for a class, starting a side project, or making a phone call. Your 20s are not a race to success, they're a journey to self-discovery. It's okay to make mistakes, change your mind, and start over. What matters most is that you're growing, learning, and becoming the person you want to be. If you're looking for inspiration, check out these books. The Defining Decade by Meg J. Atomic Habits by James Clear. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Grit by Angela Duckworth. Tell me what's one thing you're doing to make the most of your 20s. Share your story in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insightful content from Bookish Harbor.